So we are no strangers, not only to this brewery that we're about to have, nor to the other collaborator that worked along with them.
That's correct.
Would you say that's correct?
I would say that is absolutely 100% correct.
Half of this collaboration, we know fairly well.
Yes.
I would say. The other half, we'd like to know better. But maybe once COVID's over, maybe that can happen at some point.
Right. Concessions have to be made.
That's very true.
To be done differently.
That's very true. So we have a hazy IPA. It is a double. So both of those things sound good already. And like again, it's from a brewery that we love, and also, like I said, a group of people that borderline I'd say we love them too. I think it's pretty close.
They're approaching.
It's approaching it. It's getting real close. This was technically not for their anniversary of their shop,
Right.
but it kind of feels like it is.
Sort of, yes.
So I may refer to it at some point as that, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Hazy Double IPA for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Passenger Side Hazy Double IPA, which is a collaboration beer from Tombstone Brewing Company and Tap and Bottle Shop, which they did something last year together for it actually specifically was for their anniversary. It was for their 6-year anniversary of their downtown location, and it was called the Here Comes a Regular, and it was delicious. It was amazing, and I know I went back for more, and
definitely.
Once again, it's a limited thing, but that specifically was to celebrate an anniversary. I was actually at Tap and Bottle, the North location, which just celebrated their 3rd anniversary. So happy anniversary for that!
Yeah, definitely.
And spoke with both Scott and Rebecca, and Scott told me that this was not specifically for their anniversary. It kind of worked out that way, but that there wasn't as much hands-on collaboration with this one. Unfortunately, with things being the way they are right now, most of the collaboration, or maybe even all of it, was done via email. So they did not actually get to go down to the brewery and work with them on this. But yeah, he said, I'd already heard some feedback from one of my coworkers, and Scott was very proud to say that it was trending very well on Untapped.
Good.
At that point. So
that's awesome.
He's like, it might go down as it ages, and he was kind of already conceding that could happen, but who knows? It doesn't, but this kind of beer is not meant to be aged. So you want to get it nice and fresh anyway. So
I think hazies in general, like I said, you see more and more talk about that they are a little more volatile than even like the Enjoy buys from Stone, like those really fresh hopped, those type of IPAs that are, cleaner, or filtered or whatever. So I think that's just kind of a natural thing. This one also is based on a song, or has some tie into a song.
Which I did not know until today.
Believe. Yeah, I went and looked it up because I figured it did. They even had a quote on the side here. It's like I said, it's Passenger Side, and it's by Wilco. I'm assuming that's the version they're going for. There's been many covers of it, so I'm assuming they're not picking the cover. So that is the tie-in on this one, and they've got a quote, a lyrical quote on the side as well, which is cool. I always love music and alcohol tie-ins, even if I'm not a huge fan of the song. I appreciate
it's still good. You appreciate that somebody else is passionate for it.
I appreciate the thought. Yes. I love just passion for music and things of that nature of all kinds. So kind of lighter straw in color there.
Yeah, it is definitely lighter.
Little surprise. Like I said, that was not initially what I thought. I thought it was gonna be more toward the usually orangey kind of golden color, but yeah, definitely a little lighter in the look there. I almost took too deep a sniff. It went a little bit.
That is a powerful sniff. You're actually able to inhale the liquids.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I drink now. It slows down my drinking.
Well, you're so used to having to breathe through a mask.
It's true.
Our noses and our breathing, we've gotten so powerful.
Yeah, exactly. My lung capacity is so much stronger. What are you thinking?
I definitely get some, like a mixture of stone fruits in there. Some probably peach, nectarine, apricot, something. There's a lot of good heaviness there. I get a little, like a lighter malt background, and then like almost just, it's not creamy, but there's just a layer of something that kind of smooths it all out and ties it together. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah,
I would agree. I would agree with everything else you said. There's something a little almost creamy. I got a little on the first couple sniffs. I'm not getting it as much now, but I got it on the first couple hits. I actually got something almost a little toward the dank, a little funky. Like kind of in the back, not like, and not in a bad way at all. Like I said, just blended in there. There was a little something else that said, could just be more
Yeah.
of like a, non-traditional yeast kind of aroma like in there, but there was something else in there that may have actually kind of played into the creaminess a little bit you're talking about at the end.
And that could be what
kind of tied in there.
My undefined layer of flavor there. Could have been.
Yeah.
And so undefined that it's just mild and just kind of blends, at least for me. And then, I could see that.
That might be a good shirt title that we still need to come up with. Undefined layer of flavor.
Undefined layer of flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, this, like I said, aroma is fantastic. So let's move to the taste.
All right.
Oh, it's got like a very nice, like bright peach flavor in there. Like it's very like natural and kind of almost effervescent, like in a way. I'm kind of surprised at how light it tastes.
It is surprisingly like smooth.
Yes.
Good for a double, especially.
Yeah. 8.5.
Which make it, a little scary.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely could see some of that. Like, so, yeah, a little bit of a fear factor here with how easy this goes down. But no, like I think a lot of what you talked about, I'm not getting any of that. Like I said, that little bit of funk that I was talking. I'm not really getting any of that in the taste. I'm getting everything else you kind of described in the taste. But probably even slightly more reserved, like a little more pulled back. Like I think the fruits aren't like it's not the biggest and boldest and brashiest, kind of like hazy IPA I've ever had, but it's got a lot of really good depth to it, and it's like just a nice, like you said, kind of eerily light, easy drinking double. It
does have that little bit of like bitter though to it at the back. That's not pointed. It just kind of spreads out.
Right across the back of the tongue, there's a little bit of
It just kind of grabs on a little bit. Right, it just grabs on a little bit and just hangs on just a little, kind of like
No, I can see that.
And
yeah, that kind of hangs out like after like the other like the fruit kind of flavors have dissipated a little bit. There's that little kind of
but it's not heavy.
No,
so that it kind of helps apply a little bit of restraint to the drinking.
Slow down, buddy.
But not. Yeah, hey, slow down a little.
Just a little. Yeah. Again, it's like a speed bump in a residential zone.
Right. You're going 27. Bring it down to 25.
Bring it down to 25. Exactly. But no, this is really good. Actually, I definitely need to pick up some of these. This is quite tasty. I think. Would you say from recollection the previous one was a little bit bigger and fruitier?
I'd say it was more fruity. Yeah. And I talked to Scott a little bit, and that is actually one of the things that he said, that he thought that this one did have a little bit more toward the back of the tongue. Now I'm remembering that more at the back. I think he called it almost scratchy. Which I think that's what he said, or that one of them picked up on that, and so he said it was a little different in that respect. But I still think it's very good.
This is
definitely stands. I think because of that, it sort of stands aside. Like I said, it's easier drinking, but still complex.
Yeah.
So,
and it's nice that, like, again, like I said, we have had a lot of beers, a lot of tasting experience. We're by no means, professionals in any way, but still at the same time, sometimes there tends to be, even there are a lot that are really good, there's this lane where you get a lot of hazies that are all in the same lane. It's like, well, this one's good, but is it really different than the last hazy I had? And they're all very good. So it's not a knock against it, but there's not a lot of change. Whereas this, I think, at least kind of takes a little bit of a detour and takes a little bit of a road to some of that flavor. And like I said, that's definitely appreciated.
The detour on the road to flavor.
Exactly. Also a Wilco song. Not maybe in the top 60, but it's a lesser side. It's a lesser B side, but you can find it. Oh man, that was very good.
I agree.
I think it was done well. Maybe, like I said, a little bit of a detour, and if people want to take a detour.
Oh, I see where you're going here.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a weak transition there. I tried.
That's all right.
I tried. I didn't really have one on the top of my head, but
we do have to have so many of these. We try not to repeat.
That's true. If you want to have a detour to our website, AboutBeverages.com, we would appreciate that. That is where you can find not only our latest tasting videos, but all of the podcasts and everything we have ever done, going back, as we said, almost 12 years now, coming in September. Which is absolutely crazy to me. If you only want the most current videos that we've been uploading ever since that happened, you can always go to YouTube. That is a very popular place. You can subscribe to us there. We'd really appreciate that. If you only want audio, hey, if you're on the go, maybe you are like an intense jogger. You can never stop running. You do like 2 and 3 workouts a day. You're always needing podcasts and things like that, but not video. Well, that's the place where you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast. Find a podcast place. We are probably there. Download us and run away to your heart's content.
That's right.
If you are done with all those things and have exhausted that and you still want more, is there anything else we do besides those 2 things?
Oh, there's a few other things that we do.
Thank God.
Well, we've got the social media pillars.
Go on.
Starting with the one we use the least, which is Facebook, moving into Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Twitter, which we are on quite frequently, especially you. But we'll also let you know on Thursday nights when we are about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. It's where we record. That's the time when we record our podcasts. There's also behind the scenes stuff. We talk other things besides beverages. We're happy to talk music. We're happy to talk culture, whatever you want to talk.
Food.
There's a lot of food. Yeah, food comes in.
How it ties into beverages.
Yes, how it ties, enhances. But we're doing that. Andrew's actually in also gaming throughout the week. He'll let you know what he's doing, what's going on, and also you have the new feature where you post what's going on every day for the week. You let everybody know.
Yeah, I have been doing that. Yeah, every Sunday on YouTube, I'm putting up a little something that shows what is going to be happening throughout the week on the channel, including our podcast stuff and what other gaming stuff might be going on. So yeah, all of those things. But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.